So generally for creating a record, okay, for creating a record means for creating a Salesforce data, what we will be doing? We'll go to the UI. Yes or no? We'll go to the UI. Then we'll in the on the tabs we'll select a particular tab. Let's say we are selecting the accounts tab. Okay, we are selecting the accounts tab. In that accounts tab, we will be having a button here, right? New button. So when we click on this new button, then we will be getting a pop-up like a window. Like a window you will get. Okay, like a new pop-up you will get. Okay, where we can create a record, okay, by entering the different fields data. Okay, by entering the different fields data, we'll be creating the record. This is the first and the basic way of creating a record into the Salesforce on for any object, whether it's a custom object or whether it's a standard object. Now what we have done, first we have taken the Apex program. Okay, Apex is a front end or back end? Come on, Apex is a front end or back end? See, unmute yourself.
Backend.
Yeah, back end. So from the back end, using Apex programming language, okay, then in the Apex programming language, we use the concept of DML statements, okay, DML statements. Then in the DML statements, what we have used? Insert, okay, to insert the record into the database through a programming language. See what we have done? We created like a account object, okay, account objects record, where like a general variable equals to this is the, I mean, like this one we will be writing, right? New account. Then we have created a fields. Okay, what we have done? We have assigned the data to the fields, not created the fields, but we have assigned the data to the fields. Like ACC dot for the ACC object of the, sorry, for ACC variable, okay, of the account object, we have assigned the field value name equals to some value, okay. Then ACC dot annual revenue, okay, annual revenue equals to some value, okay. Now then what we have done, insert this ACC. What happens when we do insert ACC? The data will be inserted into the database. So this is what we know. Okay, what Apex will do. Okay, what are the lines of code we have to write using the Apex programming language to insert the data of any record which belongs to any object into the database. So these are the two methods. These are the two standard methods. Now what we have done, we are learning LWC. So we want to use LWC, okay, Lightning Web Component, to create the record into the Salesforce. Okay. For that, okay, for that, what say? Again, I am repeating. I want to use LWC, which is the one part of the UI, which is not exact this standard sales application like this any other application in which we find a tab and create a record using new object. This is another way of creating from UI. But in general, we can't give access. Okay, we can't give access to any person. Okay, or to all the persons to create a record from this button. Okay, let us take an example. Then we'll come to this point. Yeah. So salesforceacademy.com. Is my voice okay or is it getting stuck?
It's okay.
Okay. Then why this is not opening? Let it redirect. So if you see here, okay, there is a registration tab. Actually, this is a website developed on the Salesforce platform using LWC only. This is developed by my team. These all are LWC component. This is LWC component. This is LWC component. See, suppose someone clicks on this button, what will open? It will open a form. Na? It will open a form kind of thing where we can fill the data. Okay. Then when we click this button, na, then I will create in the backend from the Apex programming language. I will be creating the record which belongs to this demo classes. Okay. Similarly, registration. Okay. Here we have, I will enter the data here and click on save. So I will get a record created in my registration object. Are we creating using Apex here directly? No. Means suppose the students who access this website, are they creating by clicking on the new button or are they using the Apex programming language directly? No, right? Come on. See, first we need to understand the use case of using LWC components to create a record. Okay. Now, are we using Apex language directly? Means suppose the student comes, suppose Neha comes to this website. Is she directly accessing the object data? No, right?
No.
Is she accessing the Apex programming language directly? No. I just exposed the form. Okay. I just expose the form for her to create a data. I am not exposing all the fields also. I am exposing only few fields, okay, to her. So that only these fields entered by her, by using these fields in the backend, whatever I want, I will do. Whether I will be using LWC or whether I will be using LDS Lightning Data Services, or there are many other ways to create a directly from LWC into the database. So I may be using anything. But at the end of the day, I'm not exposing any of my administrative or programming things to the Neha. But I'm getting the record created when she enters the data. So this is the use case. Okay. In general, many websites you will be opening. Okay. Many websites you will be opening. So if you go to that website, suppose Dyson is a biggest company which uses the Salesforce effectively. There you will get a registration form like this only. When you create when you order something, your order will be saved as a record into the Salesforce. Okay. So this is how it happens. But they are not exposing you to the their system, means their Salesforce environment, or they are not exposing you to the Apex programming language. They just expose you one form. Okay, like what I have done today. Now, this one, how we can achieve is in LWC from the UI, I can access using two main things. Okay, two main things. LDS services, Lightning Data Services. Okay, then Apex. We'll be needing sometimes Apex. Okay, LDS and Apex. Then there is another thing also called base components. Okay, this also comes under the LDS only. So we'll talk about these other things a little later. But now, as of now, we are dealing with the Apex in the between LWC and the backend database. Okay. So yesterday's example, if we repeat, okay, we will try to again see what we have done yesterday. Okay. So the requirement is clear, right? Why we are using LWC component to create the records, but instead of this new button or the Apex programming directly, because external users or some other users should not access your environment and should not access your program or your code base directly. They just need to have access to one form or one model. There they can enter the data and the record should be created. Okay, on their name. let me create one such component. Yesterday we have done, but today we'll again repeat the things, so it will be more clear to you. One second. What happened to this? Mhm. Just let me log into Trailhead. My system is very slow today. But this is very, very slow. What is the first step to create any record? Come on. What is the first step? To set up this imperative call. What are the steps we need to follow? What are the things needed? What are the things needed? Imperative call I have explained yesterday. Imperative call is a like a imperative way of creating the record is the Apex program, Apex method will be called when there is a event or user interaction on the component. This is clear, right? What we are doing now? We are dealing with the imperative way of calling the data. And what is the imperative way of calling the data says? On user interaction, the Apex method will be called or let's say triggered. Okay. Then it returns the data. Sorry, it returns what it returns? It returns the promise. Then we have to handle using then and catch. Okay, this is the way of this is what imperative uh, method tells us. Okay, imperative way of creating the data using Apex. Now, okay, what are the things needed? First thing is LWC component. Next, second thing is Apex. Then third thing, okay, there is no such third thing, but database. Okay, database. Database. Why I have mentioned database is sometimes whatever the data you are creating that will not enter into the database because you will be having some restrictions. Okay, this object should not be created from by this user, by that user, by external user. So there will be such scenarios which we need to handle carefully. Okay. So database, just I will mention here, but these are the two things needed for sure: LWC and Apex. Now let me go back to my environment. Okay. Mm, now, oh, what happened? What happened? Hmm. So there are many objects here. Yesterday we have seen the example of standard object. What was the standard object? Account object. Today we'll create some another object, okay, which is a custom object record. First, let me go to the object manager. In the object manager, didn't we create any custom objects here? That's good. Let me name this as orders. Okay, order, and here orders. Okay, then data type is auto number. Did you remember these things? How we will be creating the data? Display format O or hyphen 0000. Then starting number is from 1. Launch the new tab. Then save it. So let me create a tab. Select the tab style. See, these are already known things for you, how to create a object. So I'm not mentioning anything here. I'm not explaining anything. So just I'm going on creating. So the custom object is created. Let me create the one more field here. Let me select the currency. Where's currency? Yeah. Price decimal places are 2. This is 16. This is next, next, and save it. So we have a object with 2 fields, price and order's name. Okay. Let me go to my Salesforce environment. Control Shift R. Then here, let me add my orders here. Orders is added. So there are no, sorry. Oh, this is the standard orders. Let me go to this custom orders. There will be standard field or standard object also called orders. So this is our orders. New. So price is 5,000. Let's save it. Okay. Order 1, the price 5,000. This is the first way of creating the data. Now let me go to the Apex. Okay, let me go to the Apex. So for creating Apex, I can use developer console. I can use the Lightning Studio or VS Studio Code, Visual Studio Code. Now I will be going for the developer console. So in the developer console, let me create a new Apex class. Orders controller. So generally we name the Apex classes as controllers. We say Apex classes as controllers. Okay. Then in this, we will be creating a method. Public static, let's say string. It is public static, you know why I'll be writing, and string. This method is going to return a string that the order is created. Then the name of this method is create order. Okay, create order, then return the order is created. Okay, so this is generally what a method looks like. I haven't customized it anything, any try catch I haven't written. Now let me start writing the actual code. Try, okay, try to create a record. Which record? The order record. How we'll create this order record? First, we need to get the API name of this object. Okay, API name of this object. What is the API name? Are you getting what I am teaching here, or are you facing any difficulty to understand? Order O ORD equal to new. Okay, ORD dot price equals to 5,000. Okay, then insert 5,000. Sorry, insert ORD. Then system dot debug, print the ORD. We'll write the return statement here in the try. So if some mess happens here, so what I have to do? Catch. Okay, I have to write catch exception ex. Okay, exception is system dot debug. I can handle anything in the catch. Just I'm printing the error. Okay, error detected error. I'll print the error message. Ex dot get message. This is not price actually. What is the API name? That only we have to use, right? What is the API name? Okay, of that particular field. That only I can use in the program. I can't directly write price. Okay. In the yesterday's example, we have written directly name, annual revenue. But why can't we write here only the price? Why I have to write this one? Price
It is
underscore.
a custom field.
Yeah, it is a custom field. Those are the standard fields. Those are not different from its field name. But these are the custom fields for a custom object. So this custom fields will be having __ C at the end. So why there is an error here? Missing return statement required return type string. Okay, public static string. I have written the string. This should not throw the error, right? We are returning it. Let's return it outside. Yeah, okay. System.debug order. Now, so what this will do? It will create a new order. Let us Control E, order controller dot create order. Okay, create order. Let's click on this open log. Variable does not exist, order controller.
Order
Order controller. So this is the orders price is this one ID, because we are printing once the data is entered into the database. Okay. See, after insert, we are printing the order. So even though you have not mentioned ID, the ID will be created for the inserted records. Before insert, if you click here, if you write here system.debug, the ID will not come. This I have explained yesterday only, so I'm not going to repeat it again now. So we got the order created. Let us check it in the UI. This was the previous one. Okay. Yeah, the order 2 is created just now. Okay. Now, this is the one way of creating the orders. This we already know. Let us change little. Let us change little in the apex. Let us accept the decimal order price. Okay. Then that parameter, I will assign it here. So what it will become now? It's a dynamic nature. Dynamic means what? Always not 5,000. Whatever the data you pass while creating or while calling this method, that data will only get here. For example, here if I pass 11,000, so it will be order price will be 11,000. So what I will do, I know this method will return a string now. So I will collect this string result equals to or returned data equals to this one. Then I'll print the system.debug return data. Now let me execute this one. I'm giving here any data? No, right? O price is like now it's becoming a dynamic nature. So if I execute, yeah. So this was the print statement in the anonymous window. This was the print statement in the method of that class. Okay. Is this clear? Till here, it should be very clear for you. Then only we can go to the LWC component. Is this clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah. Let us go to the LWC component, which we have to create using Visual Studio Code or Lightning Studio. I am preferring Lightning Studio. Just a minute. Sorry, not PC. Yeah. So new lightning component, receive order component. Let's say receive orders. Then in the receive orders, we'll create a first LWC lightning card with the title equals to imperative apex. Let's call receiving this receiving orders lightning cards hyphen P, enter the data, enter the price. Just a minute. Yeah, enter the price. Then we'll create a lightning input, lightning input. Okay. Label equals to price, price, value equals to order price, order price. Then on change equals to handle change. Okay. So this is not new for you. Again, I'm repeating. This is already something which we are doing since month, more than a month. Letting input created. Now let's create a lightning GST lightning button. Okay, lightning button with a label click, or let's say create order. Then in the place of on click, handle click. Okay. This is something which we'll be seeing on the UI. Now, what are the things left for us to do? We have to create something to handle this input and something to handle this button. Okay. That we'll be doing in the JavaScript. In the JavaScript, let me write at the rate track, or what was the thing which I have written here? Or price, order price. Then handle click is one method. Then the other method was handle change. Handle change is another method. Okay. So in the handle change, it's very simple. I have only one input, so no if and else needed. Event. Then once the event is received, then this dot or price equals to what will be writing here? Come on, what will be writing here?
Event dot target dot value.
So we'll be writing event dot target dot value. Whatever the user enters the data here in the on the UI, that will be received here. Now we will be doing like a parsing here. Okay, parse float here itself. I will do the parse float. Okay, so that I no need to change it again while passing the data to the Apex. So this is clear now till here. Console dot log for price. Okay. So handle change is clear. That will take the data onto the this price. Now in the handle click, what we have to write is what we have to do here in when the handle click means when someone clicks on this create order, then on that click, what should happen? It should call the Apex method. Now, what it should call? Apex method. Okay. First step to call Apex method is you have to import that Apex method. Import. Okay. Import. What is the method name? What was the method name? First, we have to see the class name and method name.
Create order.
Orders controller in that create order. Okay. First, we'll write here create order from. So what we have to write here? Import statements.
Salesforce. At the rate Salesforce.
At the rate Salesforce / then
Apex.
from Apex, then come
Class
on,
name and method name. Class
the
name dot
class
method name.
name dot method name.
Method name.
Okay. So from Salesforce environment, from the Apex classes, select this class and get that method and import that method here. That method you have to call here. Create order. Okay. Sorry. Creating. Yeah. Create order. You have to call it. If it returns the data, then what I have to do? I have to handle it in a callback. So return the data. Returned data. This is arrow function. This concept is not new for you. As you are a JavaScript developer, we all know this concept. You will get a arrow function and the data will be received here, and the data, whatever I want, I can do it here. Okay. What I do is console dot log or data. Okay. If it fails, dot catch error error console dot log error. Okay. If you want to understand this concept, go to the promises classes and listen to the classes. Okay. Then you'll understand this more clearly again. Now we have to pass the parameter because create order method requires a parameter. Yes or no? What was the parameter? It's a price. Okay. It's a price parameter. So that parameter, how we have to write it here is in the flower brackets. Okay. You have to write the name of the parameter. Oh, price of apex method colon. What we are passing from here? This dot. Come on, this dot.
Or price.
OR price. OR price is a price value in the LWC. Okay, O price is the price value in the Apex controller, which is a
Apex.
parameter. So for this parameter, I am telling that I am assigning this LWC's data. Okay, this component's data. Okay, this component's property I am assigning to the O price parameter. So then you take that and once the creation is done, you throw the result. Sorry, you give the result. If something goes wrong, you throw the error. That we will handle and print it in the console. So this is simple. So exactly to speak, this is something which we are learning today. Okay, Apex. Okay, imperative way of calling the Apex. But these all other things are already known to you. Okay, just I made sure that I repeat everything. Apex, the new object creation. So these all things are controlled. These all things are covered till now. So this is something which we have to understand mainly for today's class. Okay, create order, then create order, then uh, pass the parameter, then handle the success or the failure. Success in the sense resolved state of a promise, or catch in the sense rejected state of the promise. Okay. What was this error? Why this error?
ఇక్కడ మనము @ అది
Or enabled.
క్యాచబుల్ రాయలేం కదా మనం.
Yeah. Catchable రాయదు. Catchable
ఔరా ఎనేబుల్. ఔరా ఎనేబుల్.
So it's an annotation which says that, hey, LWC component is the method called create order which I am making visible to you from this class. Aura enabled. Okay. Yeah. So complete things are ready now. Yeah. It got deployed. Let me confirm once again. It got deployed. Now let me go to the UI and so now then I have my page here. In this page, let us edit this page. If you edit this page, receive orders. I'm getting this on the top, removing the other component. Okay, it got saved. Yeah. So Control Shift I, Let me make the console available. Yeah. So let me enter the price. Error. First should do technical stuff. What was the error? Order system, order enabled. Are you seeing any error here? No, right. Oh, price. Then in the LWC component.
R price on the O price down. 13th line.
Here.
This dot R price.
This is not our price. Console.log. Okay. Console.log our price.
JavaScript correct ఉన్నా
Hmm?
కరెక్టే ఉన్నది JavaScript అయితే.
Yeah. Here also it's correct only. Handle change. Okay. Let's see. Something missing. It's not even taking the number. So let me remove this parse float first. Event dot target dot value.
మళ్ళీ స్లైడ్ ఒక పీపీటీ ప్రిపేర్ చేయాలి కదా రేపటికి మాకు ఒకటి ఉంది ట్రైన్ ఇక్కడ
Just a minute. Let's check it. No error object available. Script error.
అన్న వేరియబుల్ కి డిఫాల్ట్ వాల్యూ ఇయ్యలేదు జేఎస్
ఇది ఎక్కడ
పైన ట్రాక్ పక్క ఓఆర్ ప్రైస్ అంటే ఫోర్త్ లైన్
అట్లా ఓకే. If we give it here as well, okay. No, no error object available, script error.
ఒకసారి HTML చూడన్నా, అంటే డైరెక్ట్ అసలు ఇన్పుటే తీసుకోవట్లేదు కదా.
Yeah. Okay, handle input. No. Lightning input. Lightning input value equals to our price. Handle change equals to handle change. Lightning input closed. Lightning button create. Price. It's a script error. Something has happened here. Either a track or price. Okay. Event dot target dot value. This dot or price equals to event dot target dot value. Console dot log or price. This is handle click. Even this is not going till here itself.
HTML లో కామెంట్ చేయడానికి షార్ట్ కట్ కీ ఏదన్నా
Control forward slash.
//
ఏదైనా అంతే. జావాస్క్రిప్ట్ కూడా అంతే. Some issue with the price. Please check it. Let's check it. Lightning. Did I miss any spelling here? No, right? Paragraph. Then lightning input label value equals to or price on change. Everything is important. Sometimes we don't know what error we have done. Lightning input. There is issue with the JS or there is a issue with this HTML. Everything else is fine. Yes. Yeah. Or price bars. Is the spelling correct? Yes, no? And it change. Yeah. Spelling is correct. Is the error with my browser? Let me close this one and let me open it again. Some mess happened or we never faces such issue. Okay. Can someone try the same code? Raghu, can you try the same code?
చేస్తున్నాను.
Hmm. Where did we mess up? Template, lightning card, title. Console.log price. Track.
console.log లో this.r price.
Hmm. Oof. Raghu, no need to write. It will execute now. It will execute for sure. Thank you. Thank you. Let it reload. So the error was with the this dot. So we got it, and when we click on this enter, so we should get the order created. Let's see whether the order is getting created or not. No, this is not getting created. Let's see why it is not getting created. Did we change anything? Create order, handle click. Console.log button clicked.
అన్న అన్న అవసరం లేదండి. ఇక్కడ మనము అపెక్స్ పైన ఇంపోర్ట్ చేసింది కామెంట్ చేసినాం.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So this is the code which was earlier the code. I mean, without any changes, the same code. Okay. One second, let me cross check. So we have imported the controller. We had a handle change for event handling. I mean the input handling. Then we had a handle click, and messed up the code was this one. This dot R price. Then in the handle click, we have this apex call, which was an imperative call. On this click only, this apex will be called. This apex, how we handle, we have seen. Let's check it on the UI now. Yeah. So the data is entered, button click, order is created. 667 is the price we have given. Let's check it. Order 4. Yeah. So the order is created on the on this object, on the order object. Then we have entered the data on the UI. So this is clear, right, for everyone?
Yeah, it's clear. Once you open this Apex అన్న.
Apex. Second. Yeah. Clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
So this is how we do our imperative call to Apex. I'll give you few assignments today. Practice them. Okay, on this imperative calls. Okay. Tomorrow we'll do the reactive call to the Apex. Okay, using wire adapter. Okay. Chalo then. Bye.
Yeah.